Back. Thank you very much for staying on with us here on Joy News. Time now for JN Interactive, and here she is, Marian Ture.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
Happy Republic Day to you. I mean, 57th.
Oh, you should have seen the president dance with the senior citizen.
Amazing. You don't want my comments. I won't be interacting on that one.
Tell us what you're interacting.
We're interacting about the state of our country today.
Right.
That people would think that the nation is going off the edge, that they would go off the streets, off their homes and onto the streets to call for some accountability from government.
But I like the part where they took a break and went to Africa to have lunch. That's quite interesting.
All demonstration on a hungry stomach makes the demonstrators dull people.
And the fact that it was close to Flagstaff.
Of course, I mean, let's
made sense.
Grab a meal. After they didn't go there to kick a fight with anybody. They went there to say, this is what we want to talk to you about. We're out here. We have said what we want to say. Fine, we're hungry. We're going to eat. We'll come back and continue.
Okay.
It was sensible enough, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I would have done the same. Go eat, fill the belly, and come back and talk.
Come back and talk. Take it away, Maria.
Wherever you are, happy Republic Day to you. Welcome to your interactive show, The Side of the World. My name, Marian Ture. Welcome to your show, and you can join us on social media. After all, this demonstrator started on social media, and this show is about social media. It's all about what you're talking about on social media. Facebook.com/joynewsonTV. You'll find us there. Like our post, comment on all the posts we put there. Would amplify what you're sharing with the rest of the world. We are on Twitter, 3 Twitter handles. Ready to retweet your thoughts and share what you're sharing with the rest of the world. You would find us on Twitter at Joy News on TV, at JN Interactive GH, and my personal handle at MN Ture. Send your tweets, we will retweet them. Join us I am at multitvworld.com. That's our email address, and 054-010-9009 is our WhatsApp number. And JN Interactive is where tech meets news to set the agenda. So like I was saying, happy 54th Republic Day to you all. 54 years ago, if you remember, Ghana achieved Republican status, which marked an event of profound historical and political significance. It is a day that the country totally weaned itself from British colonial rule. The day is a statutory holiday and Senior Citizens Day, a day set aside for the elderly, some of whom played significant roles in the struggle for freedom and the nation-building process. They are actually accorded state recognition. The feat which we actually gained then implied that Ghana had the freedom to draw its own constitution and elect a president who, with the cabinet, could initiate programs for the well-being of the people. After becoming the first sub-Saharan African country to achieve independence on 6 March 1957, Ghana's political freedom inspired the liberation of many other countries across Africa and also from colonial rule. And at this particular moment, as we sit here talking about our independence, a lot of people have been out on the street to demonstrate. Let's take a teaser from there.
Foreign companies, they Africa carry all our money go. Many foreign companies, they Africa carry all our money go. Them go right big English for newspaper, Dabaru, we Africans. Them go right big English for newspaper, Dabaru, we Africans.
So since Ghana became a republic, the country has been managed by both civilian and military rulers, but still faces a lot of challenges like unemployment, diseases, poverty, chieftaincy disputes, illiteracy, among others. These unabating and worsening challenges has pushed a lot of Ghanaians off the edge onto the streets in a Tahil Square-esque, if you can call it that, demonstration dubbed Occupy Flagstaff House. It began on social media with calls for demonstration, and the leader actually spoke to us. Let's take our next video blog.
We feel that our happiness is inextricably tied to responsible governance, and therefore we have decided to embark on this constitutional right to protest, to demand responsible governance. We want the president to succeed, because if he succeeds, it affects us all. It means life will be better for us. But as it is now, it appears that the president is in slumber. The people around him are not helping him.
So our cameras also caught up with some of the activists, and this is their heart's cry.
The presidency requires common sense in our public finances. My appeal is that when they are dishing out our monies, there should be common sense. I believe, as at yesterday, public servants have not been paid. But they found $3 million to send out there to just 23 million guys.
That is $4.5 million.
4.5. And we believe that this country can do better than what this leadership is offering this country. We will fall for any propaganda. We can't sit here and blame the government alone. It's all our responsibilities. We have to all do the right things.
I sell toilet roll. Most of them will not be on my board. So as Ghanaians, let's demand responsible, qualified leadership and stop this propaganda playing to the gallery. Right from the top down. Most of these guys have not even held $100,000 before. How can we give them a budget to run? These are irresponsible, unqualified leadership. We demand immediately. During the meals time, they started educating themselves. Maybe some of us here are lecturers and we can help. Start consultancy services to the Flagstaff House, because most of the guys advising the president will not pass to be personal assistants.
And we would like to pick that person to also listen to what the petition of the other woman.
Why have we not been allowed to march outside Effa Sutherland Park? It's a denial of our civil rights. It is wrong. That is the first thing we should talk about here today. We are being denied our civil rights. Where is the freedom and justice? Where is the freedom and justice? It is our constitutional right. Where is the freedom and justice? Where is the freedom and justice? We need to march. We need to have in opposition. We need to go as a group. This country is for all of us. This country is for all of us. I speak for everybody. It is our freedom to march, and we are being denied our freedom today.
We are tired. They claim they took $3 million. I don't even believe it's $3 million. Was money laundered into that so-called jets that took that $3 million? God knows how much of our money has been sent out of the country. We are tired. Last week, for the first time, I thought we were in 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. Very soon, we will not have anywhere to buy sugar. We will not have anywhere to buy milk. Our children can't even eat common gari. Hey, ya bread. Girls and boys in our bread. No lights, no fuel, no water. You don't pay. Your own checks are bouncing. Ebe Ghana. We take 10 steps forward, 100 steps backwards. $3 million. People's fathers were killed for less than that amount. And we can take $3 million. God help us all.
So, you see, all of this started on social media, and it is social media that we talk about here on the show. So I'd like to take you to Twitter, and then you can see some of the things that actually happened the whole of today. If you type in the hashtag Occupy Flagstaff House, a lot of things would come up. And we are actually trending across the world. Even the BBC is talking about us, and global news media, several pictures here. And Inform Ghana has been part of those who have collected all the graphics and data to project and bring it out to you and tell you what has actually happened. Several pictures here. Their results, they would post it just immediately, so you would see that, and I will share that also with you. In JN Interactive, in collaboration with Inform Ghana, we actually decided to bring a survey out to ask you questions about how you're feeling here in Ghana, and so I'll bring that up to you in a bit. And the BBC is saying middle-class Ghanaians in Accra are protesting against the cost of living. Does it mean online activism isn't enough? And it's under the hashtag Occupy Flagstaff House. Blitz, the ambassador, also says, if only I could teleport to Ghana now, Occupy Flagstaff House. The people are tired of failed leadership. Inform Ghana also is telling you about the post, which I'm going to show you soon. Benjamin Gregory is also tweeting with that hashtag. Is Occupy Flagstaff House is going in history as Wikipedia documents it. Okay, so we are making history. Jerome is saying, if you have not yet filled the Inform Ghana survey on the impact of that, go and do so now. That is what I'm going to share with you. So we are actually trending everywhere else. There are several pictures of them. Even Gabi Ochedakon has also tweeted, Ghana's foreign minister rolling her tongue inside her lovely cheeks, said that Occupy Flagstaff campaign, and that was what we were talking about before. She was actually mocking the crowds that were out there. And it's amazing that someone in her capacity, foreign minister, would actually go to social media and decide to mock the number of people who went out. It was a rainy day, and people chose to go out there. Even if it took 10 people, people still went out there to register their displeasure. So I don't believe anybody in government ought to laugh at us as Ghanaians. Perhaps we've been too lenient. We didn't go in a Tahrir Square-esque, adventure to go and throw grenades and everything, because we love our country as a nation. We love the country, and I don't think any government official has the right to sit down and mock anybody here in the country. We voted them into power after all, and we can't vote them back out with a thumb. And so, hey, you can laugh now, but perhaps you'll be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth later. And we, the people, have the power. So even if it took 10 people to go and stand out there, I didn't go there, but I support them here on the show to say that if things aren't going well, we need to stand up and talk about it. I can't afford fuel for my car. I can't afford to pay to sleep in my home because electricity prices have gone too high. There's so much happening in this country, and you don't want us to go out there and talk about it. We didn't decide to go to war. We decided to demonstrate, and you laugh at it. Too bad. We'll move on from there. And here are some of the pictures that are trending on social media about the Occupy Flagstaff House also. So when you go there, you would see all the others that are trending. Even the ECG has tweeted about it. Their name is ECG unofficial, so you can't actually officially tie them to it, but it says ECG and it bears their logo. They have also actually retweeted, has made us stop load shedding. Okay, so they've stopped so that y'all can see what is happening. And some people actually had to come in, fly out of the country to come in, one being McJordan, and that's what you tweet at to actually get your stuff off the carousel. Joy News, also that, and all of that. So that is what is trending on social media about Occupy Flagstaff House, GH. We have been out there, our cameras have caught up with you, and we are asking whether you think, no, first, did you even hear that there was going to be any such demonstration? Let's hear what you've been sharing with us in our next video blog.
It's the right thing to do demonstration because it's a country. So it's the right thing. I mean, it's the right thing. I have nothing to say.
I do not think it's right to demonstrate to the office of the president. When it comes to demonstration, it's each and every Ghanaian's right to demonstrate. But I don't think it's never happened in our history before that somebody should demonstrate to the extent of going to the office of the president. It can even cause anarchy. It can cause mayhem. You can demonstrate wherever you want, especially, but I do not think one should take it to the office of the. They can even kill him.
The president should come out and let the people know his mind than to be inside without talking. Otherwise, the people will not go. But when he comes out and he talk and tell him, like he tell the people about what is going on, they will calm down and go. At least there will be some little understanding for them. But if you are inside and you are not coming out, that means you don't respect them.
Well, I think it should be done because we are suffering too much. If we look into our country, there's no improvement going on. And every day, it seems people are being stranded on the streets. Everyone is having a front face. So it's better they do something about the country.
Demonstration is not a right thing to do because it's not understandable. When you do that, it brings confusion and all stuff. People don't understand each other. It brings fights and all stuff. So I don't think demonstration is a good thing to do.
So, like I said, in collaboration with Inform Ghana, we actually started a survey online to ask you about Occupy Flagstaff House, a demonstration. And the results are out. I'd like to share them with you. The first one was actually to ask you, this is actually out of frame. I was hoping that you could see it properly. And it says, how did you hear about Occupy Flagstaff House? And other was about less than 10% of you had it on other. On Twitter, about 60% of you had it on Twitter. And also on Facebook, there's about 32%. That is just to tell you how social media, the impact of social media on all of this. The second one was, to let you know the total respondents for this survey. 66% of you were male, which you can see in the legend as orange, and 34% of our respondents were female. And so you see that a majority of our respondents were actually male. Where did you hear? Were you at Occupy Flagstaff House? We wanted to find out if you actually attended. And less than 12% of you said yes, you were there. Almost 20% of you said no, and about 65% of you said you wish you were here. And the other variable was that if I had the chance, I wouldn't go, and that is less than 5%. And so it does go to tell you that a lot of you were actually interested in the Occupy movement. And we were asking you, will Occupy Flagstaff House bring change? Do you think that it would bring change? Yes, which is a staggering, almost 70% of you think, of the respondents, I should say, think that indeed it will bring change. Less than 20% of you think it wouldn't bring change, and less than about 15% of you just did not know of the respondents from the 100% figure. And then the next question was, will you attend another Occupy Flagstaff House? We had two variables, and it was a yes and a no, and a staggering almost 90% of respondents said yes, they would attend if there was another one. And then just a little under 12% of you said no, you wouldn't attend. The final chat, which is here, was to also segregate and see by gender who were actually responding. And so also the question under that was that, would the protest bring any change? And the answers are quite, under which we put I don't know, no, and yes. The I don't know, the blue were for females, less than 5%. More than 5%, that's about 7%, was for male to say I do not know. When you come to no, it was just women. The men who answered no, and it was about 12%, if you can say that. And when it came to yes, that is to say, would the protest bring any change? More than about, let's see, the male were more than the females, as you see here, and the number was quite staggering. It does go to show you the impact of social media and how social media is actually helping bring about change in this country. Let's take our final video blog, and in that one, I believe we played the first one to ask you whether you actually thought that the demonstration was necessary. The final part is to ask your view on the demonstration, and even if you heard about it at all. We'll do this. When we come back, we'll take some comments on social media.
One can demonstrate wherever he or she wishes, but not to the extent of taking it to the office of the president. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. It's just unfortunate. It's never happened in Ghana before.
It is, because everybody wants his or her peace. So if there's no demonstration, it means the president may think all of us, we are all right. Meanwhile, we are not okay.
Oh yes, demonstration is very important in Ghana, because mostly when we talk, when sometimes we talk on telephone through radio stations, it doesn't work for us. So maybe demonstration will be better for us. So they should keep on doing that. And I think our leaders will take a step and do something good for us.
They are trying to achieve something. That's what I can see.
So welcome back, and that is what everybody has been talking about on the issue that we caught up with on the streets of Accra. And let's go to social media now, Facebook in particular, and then take some of your comments that have been coming in on social media. The page has vanished, but I'll try and bring it back up so that we can share your comments before we go. And if you're just joining us, you have missed an entire show on the Occupy movement that actually marched to the Flagstaff House today to protest, to go to the seat of government and tell government that, hey, we are not doing good at all as a nation, and we need you to hear us out. And the comments are up. Let's take a few of them. And in the next few minutes, we've had about 40-something comments already, and the iPad just is misbehaving today. But let's try for the final time and see what would happen if indeed it would allow us to take some of your comments that I've been dropping it on social media. Drum roll for all your comments to come through, and then I can pick them for you. Let's see. Okay, it's up now. Opening the comments has become something else. So let me see. Once I click on open comments, then the page actually, I think the page is suffering a little bit, then it dies out. And so your comments are not coming in at the moment. But I've seen some of them, and most of you are not in favor of demonstration, but you're thinking that if the demonstration is going to change government to do certain things for us, then why not? We should go ahead and then demonstrate. And you're also not happy about the Honorable Hannah Tete actually making a mockery of Ghanaians who went out there to go and register their displeasure and tell government that you're doing something which we do not like. So please change. It's amazing. Amazing indeed. So let me see, try for the last time and see if our comments can come through. If they don't come through, I believe that at least we've done enough justice to this. But I believe perhaps we can go back and take the teaser whilst I do rearrange everything. And then if you haven't seen at least some of the placards that were showing and the angry faces that we saw there. So let's take those ones whilst I try to bring up your comments for you. Take that again.
Foreign companies, they Africa, carry all our money go. Many foreign companies, they Africa, carry all our money go. Them go write big English for newspaper, Dabaru, we Africans. Them go write big English for newspaper, Dabaru, we Africans.
Well, this is where we wrap up, but I think 2 comments have come in, and I just wanted to pick it up so you don't feel disappointed. Although I can't project it, at least I can take one. Appear Infinity says the demo is necessary because it will at least draw the attention of the president on electricity outages, economic mismanagement on the part of the president, and subordinates and other challenges facing the country. Yes, I agree with you. Final one, Mr. President, please start building more psychiatric hospitals because a lot of Ghanaians have mental problems. You voted for him, and yes, you are now criticizing him. Woo! That is very harsh. But yes, we voted for him. It doesn't mean that if he does something, we shouldn't criticize him. Your mother and your father gave birth to you. It doesn't mean that when you do something, they shouldn't whip you at home. They whip you back into action. So that is what it means. That's why we drop it. He's back.
Thank you. And I guess this discussion will go on for some time.
Indeed it will go. Indeed it will. It will.
Very well.
It will
All
go
right.
on.
Certainly. Let's just remind viewers that, of course, we have a lot more stories coming your way on News at 8 with Israel Lion. A lot more angles regarding the demonstration and other interesting developments from across the regions. But that'll be it for today, though. My name is Prince Minka.
My name, as always, is Marian Ture. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Have a good holiday. Bye.